Okay, we're in Chapala on the west side of the Malecon, and we're going to walk towards the east, and we'll go right by the Chapala Inn. And they're trying to put in a beach here, and they've had moderate success, but there's a lot of foliage and stuff in the lake that kind of thwarts their efforts, and they can't help it. But it looks better with the beach. The beach didn't used to be much at all. All these places look like prisons from on this side. Yeah, but you get in these places and they're very nice, you know. This about a block and a half, 2 blocks down is where our builder stays with his aunt. This is new, giving rides in this thing. This is a B&B. And a lot of nice stuff behind these walls that you really can't tell. It doesn't look much from the outside, but you go in and it's really nice. This is a restaurant, as you can see. And here's the entrance. Once you get past all this wiring, it looks a lot better. And there's a lot of seaweed and stuff that washes up that kind of ruins the effect, but they're trying. Nice hotel with a pool and restaurant. Nice reflection of the sun on the water right here. Nice shots. Nice music, nice everything. Look at this nice villa over on the left. I don't know if it's a villa or a hotel or what. Might be a hotel. And here's a statue. I think it's an homage to the Aztec influence here.
Yeah, and
that's a plumeria tree. And more art that's kind of an homage to tribute to the lake, it says. I guess the waves.
Yeah,
this is
where our pastor stayed, and also the lady who owns it is in our choir, and her nephew is our architect.
Oh my gosh!
And he brought us over here to see the pool, because we're going to have one just like that.
And we went in this entrance. He had a key. I think this entrance is locked. Yeah, he had a key to the other door, and he could get in. The pool is right behind this wall. So then he has an apartment above the wall that overlooks the pool, and then you look past the pool and you see the lake.
Must be tough, huh?
Yeah, it must be tough. Yeah. Now there's the kind of boat that you would go on if you went to like Scorpion Lake.
The one with the little...
Yeah.
Little tiny one.
Yeah.
The one that's got the little roof on.
Now it looks kind of tiny today because of the waves.
Yeah, the waves.
But usually it's a lot calmer, and it's not a big deal. Here's another look at the Lake Chapala Inn from this angle, and the umbrella is next to the pool, and beautiful Mexican flag over there. Another piece of artwork. Starts to get more commercial here, more restaurants and people. This guy's hawking for the restaurant, trying to get people to come in. garden place. Some kids from somewhere is visiting. And this is actually the beer garden. It says beer garden, restaurant and bar. This is kind of a meeting place. This is where we met our realtor and our builder the other day, and then they took us to the Lake Chapala Inn from here. So it's kind of a popular meeting place because it's right on the corner of everything, right in the busiest part of everything. And here's the Chapala sign. Go ahead. And it's real touristy here, real touristy trap here. A lot of vendors. Really good. Last weekend it was crazy because of Independence Day. There was twice or three times this crowd. A lot of these vendors, they go to the Wednesday market and they end up here on the weekends. Over to the right is the liquor guy. He's here on the weekends and she's looking at a purse. Everybody has their picture taken in front of this statue. And you can take a photo here with Chapala on it. And I'm going to do a panoramic of the Malecon and the mountains and the general view from here. And you can see the mountains keep fading away, fading away, fading away. And we're right about there, if I would have to say, center screen. But then get to be the other side of the lake there. More shops, more shops. A lot of them probably from the Wednesday market. 5 and 10 pesos for popcorn. Dream catchers, massages, a little bit more upscale than Wednesday market. There's parks throughout to the left that go on for blocks and blocks. And I had to park about 10 blocks away from here last week on a weekend to get a parking spot. I think you can book at the boat tour here. Oh yeah, he coordinates these boats. He coordinates them from there. Yeah. Yeah, during the week, none of these boats are here during the week. These guys do it as a weekend job. And that is the Chapala Something of Love. So I guess if you're lovers, you go out to the end of the pier and kiss. You can see the church steeple. You can see the main drag coming into town there. There's a hotel and a government building over here. And during the week, of course, it's not nearly as crowded. The son doesn't want to go. He's afraid of the pier. I think I'd be afraid too, that wobbly pier and the wind. Oh, he's gone out now without any hesitation. Oh, he's brave, he's brave, he's brave. Okay, good job, kid. These Malecons are places to be seen and see. And they have free exercise equipment. They have similar over in Ahihik. They have the free exercise equipment and families enjoy them. Very simple exercise equipment that survives the elements. There's booths over there More booths, more booths, more booths. And then the baño costs money, of course, maybe 4 or 5 pesos. And oh, this is neat. This is neat. Pony rides. Pony rides. And a big horse over here. Big horse over here. Something you could see all over the world. Little girls going for pony rides. Families having a picnic on the beach. A skate and bike park. Just like they have a skate and bike park in Ajijic, they have one here for the kids. And there's another pier that goes out to a statue of St. Peter on the lake. One of the performers that goes up on the pole, and there's the pole.
There's another one over there.
Yeah, I don't know what time that happens. The further you get away from the main square, the cheaper looking the booths are, and it's just basically a Coke stand. Okay, now I'm going to do a pan of all the fishing boats. Boat after boat after boat after boat after boat. They'll try to scrounge out a living any way they can. Might be a part-time job for some people, a weekend job, or an early morning job for people. Kids having fun, playing on the swings, batting back the ball and back and forth with their feet, trying to be aspiring soccer stars. American kids would be on their iPads and iPods and iPhones. Okay, there's an example of people going into the lake. They don't go very far. They just kind of wade in. You never know what's underneath there. But at least it is enjoyable for people. They maybe go up to their waist. She took the dog with her. So the lake does have a lot of uses. The dog's learning to swim. Of course, dogs naturally know how to swim. Okay, this guy is doing some kind of fishing or clamming or something. Puts that bag in the water and brings it back up. Swimming back, swimming back. He's not too scared because he sees his master on the shoreline. And this is a huge place right on the water. Restaurant and bar. And then other businesses and bars are right behind it. They don't have quite the good views though. Older couple relaxing by the seaside. It's not a sea, but anyway, by the lakeside on a Saturday afternoon. I think they're keeping an eye on the daughter and the grandchild. So it's a nice family place. And you don't have to be afraid, like in America. The only thing I would be afraid of here is pickpockets, but I put my wallet way down in my pocket. Family taking a stroll along the beach. Fishermen out there trying to catch something. I guess by net. Can't tell on my viewfinder, but on the video it probably shows up what they're doing. And then the puppy over here is going to make another run for the shoreline. This time without the master at the shoreline. Well, it's going to be guided in this time. It's going to be guided in. Mariachi alert, mariachi alert, mariachi alert. You have been warned. You have been warned. They can be coming anywhere, anytime, any place. And playing trumpets in your ear while you're eating. Well, they're having
This kind of wind, you know.
Yeah. And then one there. I didn't notice it at first.
somewhere in my shot should be a sailboat. So overwhelmed trying to get in the shot. Anyway, there's sailboats out there today. I've seen one water skier one time, and that was about it. I've seen kayakers, and then I met a guy at a party that said he was one of the kayakers. So a lot of activity generated, a lot of money generated by this lake and the beautiful mountains beside this lake. Oh, they're going to take the dog back in. Well, sorry, doggy. Guy's drumming up business. The rope guys on the pole are about to begin in a couple minutes. Okay, they're getting their balance, they're getting their rigging going. We haven't seen anything yet. Okay, they're starting to spin, they're testing the wind, they're getting their balance. Might take a little bit more time than normal to get fully going. Yeah, I've seen this in Tulum, and I've seen it in Talekepeke, and now I'm seeing it here on the shores of Lake Chapala. I don't know if it's the same guys or different guys. That's how they make their living. And the guy that's playing the flute and banging the drums right now, he'll join them at some point. The other guys are joining them. I think they're going to be the rope catchers. Oh no, he's going up. They've got this down to a science of the safest way to do it. 3 or 4 of them established, and then add 1 or 2 more. I think they're beating a drum up there. Must be the signal that they're getting ready. Families are starting to assemble their ice cream cones, watch. Okay, now they're waving. One guy's playing the flutes. They're trying to draw as much of a crowd they can before they start. They work for donations for tips. Pass a hat around. They're starting to spin, they're starting to spin. was passing that. We'll come back and do something with them. Almost to the ground. They're letting out their ropes slowly. Oh, they're all the way down to the ground now.
Wow.
Bravo! We're making our way back. Last week. All right, that ends our tour of Chapala.
Guys at the cluster group, we're just checking in.